If you're gonna talk trash, the least you can do is back it up. Back it up by fighting the guys that you're claiming that are easy opponents for you. You're claiming that you can knock out with your right hand easily. You're claiming are afraid of you. At least fight those guys. More people would respect you as a fighter if you actually fought them, win or lose. I can guarantee you there will be people out there saying, you know what, this man lost, but at least he fought this dude, right? Deontay Wilder doesn't understand why he's not as loved as somebody like a Mike Tyson. And that was one of the reasons why 3 years ago, when he originally made that video where he was just chastising Mike Tyson, it was probably because he was looking at all the criticism he was receiving, and he got pissed off, and he looked at Mike Tyson's resume and he said, let me pick and choose little holes in his resume, because how come he's getting all this love? Because you notice how years after Mike Tyson is retired, people still respect Mike Tyson, and they don't respect somebody like Deontay Wilder, right? And he's an active fighter, and it's very simple. Boxing fans, they a lot of them don't like it when a fighter talks trash and then he doesn't back it up. Imagine being uh the WBC champion. Imagine you being a boxing fan and you hear that a network like the Zone is offering you, Deontay Wilder, this massive payday to fight Joshua for this big, big unification fight that everybody wants to see. Imagine how excited the boxing fans got when they heard that the Zone was offering Deontay Wilder $120 million to unify with Anthony Joshua. Imagine how happy they got when they heard that news, right? They thought there's no way Deontay Wilder's going to reject that. He's never made that type of money, and that's the fight they wanted. That's the big fight that boxing fans wanted for so long. Imagine then we find out that Deontay Wilder turns that down. He turns that down because he's loyal to his Showtime, and it's a smart business move. What do you think the reaction will be from the boxing fans who wanted to see you fight Anthony Joshua this for at least 2 years? They're going to be upset. They're going to say that you ducked him, because they would have said that Anthony Joshua ducked you if it was the other, if he was the one turning down 100 million, right? Prior to that, you ducked other offers to fight Anthony Joshua. Prior to that, you also ducked offers to fight Dillian White. Prior to that, you didn't fight Vladimir Klitschko, a guy that you could have fought. You were the WBC champion when Vladimir Klitschko was the other reigning champion at heavyweight division, and you never fought him. A team member of your team actually came out and said that you're not going to fight Vladimir Klitschko because you're too green, even though you had 33 fights. When I originally first started feeling critical of Deontay Wilder, it was really all down to his resume. Like when I first saw Deontay Wilder, and I said this story in the past before, but when I first saw Deontay Wilder, which is probably in 2012, I wanted him to be successful because it had been a long time that I seen an American heavyweight come along, and I was excited when I saw Deontay Wilder. But what I wasn't excited about Deontay Wilder was his resume. As soon as I saw his resume, I immediately realized that this guy was fighting nothing but really shitty opponents. And the boxing fans quickly took note of that, and they were like, oh shit, this guy has a terrible resume. And then he kept fighting these shitty opponents. And that was the immediate first turnoff of boxing fans, is they wanted Deontay Wilder to challenge himself. Back then, they wanted Deontay Wilder to challenge himself. But he wasn't challenging himself. He was fighting very poor opposition. And that was the first time that boxing fans got turned off by Deontay Wilder, was the fact that he wasn't challenging. I remember yesterday, people leaving comments on YouTube in 2013, 2014, talking about Deontay